You know, when I think about what I wanted to be when I grew up, I always like to begin with a flashback about seeing a turtle.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A lot of things. I wanted to be a pro athlete in every sport imaginable.
Every sport.
Yeah.
Wow.
All of them. Yeah. And then I became a writer.
Yay.
Way after the fact.
Yay.
It only took flunking out of college to figure that out.
Whoops.
Whoops, big whoops. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a teacher.
Huh.
Yeah. And a mermaid.
Well, you are that, so check that off the list.
Teacher and mermaid.
At the same time, or?
No, not at the same time. Different points in my life.
Yeah.
But I did want to be a teacher for a long, long time. And then I actually started teaching. I'm like, never mind, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nope.
That's fair.
Yep. But I did not have a turtle to guide me in the process.
That's true. But we're going to figure out what old Yui wants to be. She's got to figure some things out, and we're going to do that today on Jared and I'll Watch K-On! Episode 22.
22!
As we discuss Season 2, Episode number 8, entitled Career.
Career! Exclamation point.
Break.
What? Bang.
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 Yes. That was close.
Yep.
B
Bang.
words.
Bang.
Bang. I'm Jared. Doc Outland Ladium is to my right.
Hello. Not a teacher.
Not a teacher. A former teacher.
Former teacher, yes.
I almost thought for a second, like, wait, no, that's wrong. And they're like, wait, yes, that's right.
Yeah, well, technically, yes. I was definitely
Yes,
a teacher.
you definitely were a teacher. You had your own class and everything.
No, I'm a librarian.
You are.
Technically, I teach.
It's like your side hustle.
No, it's just what I do in my job, like, sometimes.
But it's not your main thing.
So I technically grew up to do what I wanted to do. Technically, if we're going off paper.
I mean, there is no paper around us. There's a napkin.
That's a lie. There's a paper right
There is.
here.
This is made of 100% recycled paper, so
There's
it's
paper right here.
that's. I can't see that far.
There's paper right here.
I can't see that.
Paper right
I can
here.
see this. It says paper.
Paper right here.
I know.
Paper right here. Right here. I can keep going. There's so much paper over here.
I mean,
Now I gotta put the paper back.
I'm causing messes and making things worse.
Alright.
So careers.
Yes.
We begin this episode with a flashback of Yui and the turtle.
She's like a kindergarten kiddo, and she's singing about how slow the turtle is.
She is. This is apparently a children's song called Usagi to Kame.
Bunny?
Bunny to God? Bunny and God?
Bunny and God? Is a turtle a god?
Let's check out what it says. Usagi to Kame, or the tortoise and the hare.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why it's so slow.
That makes a lot of sense.
See, it even goes with the whole metaphor thing I was talking about.
It is a famous children's song in Japan about the old fable, the tortoise and the hare, obviously.
Yes.
So yeah, she is singing that, and she's got this turtle in front of her, and she pokes it, and it's like, ugh, get out. Ugh.
Puts his head, like, into his shell, basically.
Nodoka notices that Yui's just off on her own, and she's like, Yui, we gotta go.
Going on a walk. And she's like, yes, and then falls.
We go back to the present time, and Yui is at her desk trying to figure out what she wants to do. She's filling out her career survey, and
They were supposed to be turned in a long time ago.
yes, Nodoka's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to do a long time ago. Oh my god. And we get a call back to the first episode where Nodoka's like, if you don't fill this out, you really are going to become a NEET. She's like, oh no, that's more serious this time. So Yui's like, what did you put down for your university? And basically everyone else shows up as well, and she asks them all that.
She starts writing down what they picked.
Mio's like, I went for a recommendation, and Yui just goes, okay, I'll put down recommendation you. This is real good. Mugi's like, I'm going to this real fancy university, and Yui's like, okay, I'll put that as my next choice.
It's an all-girls school.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have the study book here. You should check it out. And Yui opens it, and apparently opens it to the English section.
Yes.
And is like, nope.
English, my eyes.
No.
We don't need no stinking English. We're Japanese.
Japanese
Amen,
forever.
sister.
And then they go to the Japanese section and they're like, oh God, I didn't learn this part. And like, we learned it freshman year. There's a song that we learned. And then Yui sings the song perfectly. But then it's like, how do I use that information? Everybody's like, oh God.
It's one of those weird things that, like, they're obviously going for the more, like, actual translation of what's happening in this episode, but, like, when you're watching an English dub and the character's going, ew, English! It's a little weird.
Didn't that happen in Persona 4?
Probably.
I think it did.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mugi's like, oh, you can also do Japanese and all that, and she talks to them about learning a song about all the auxiliary verbs, and she starts singing, and he was like, oh, I know this! And basically does that as well. She can sing it, but she doesn't know how to apply it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She can sing it perfectly, but she's like, how do I use this? And everyone's like, Gah!
So then she asks Ritsu what she put down, and Ritsu's like, I put down undecided, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then Yui's like, this is a good idea.
And they get called to the staff office.
And then you just hear the intercom. Ms. Tainaka, Ms. Hirasawa, please report to the faculty office immediately. And they're just like, as they go there. The rest of them go to the Light Music Club. Azusa's feeding Tonchan, and they all sit down for some tea. Nodoka recounts how she met Yui in kindergarten by just Yui going on like, let's draw! And then trying to eat a crayon.
Yeah, because she drew an apple, and Yui's like, that looks delicious! Ah! Got a crayon, red marked up her forehead.
She was okay with.
She was fine.
And then we hear about some other Yui blunders where, like, they went on a camping trip and then Yui brought, like, actual food to make or something. She's like, we're supposed to make, like, instant food. She's like, ugh!
Oh, no!
They were in a cooking group at their middle school and they were going to make takoyaki and she was the one who was supposed to bring the octopus and she didn't bring she put a box with an octopus on it, but...
Yeah, but not octopus.
Not octopus. They made octopus-free takoyaki, which got a good laugh out of the rest of the members of the Light Music Club.
Yep.
Yui and Ritsu are getting scolded because of their choices on their papers. So they're like, what did you were at a Light Music Club, what did you put down? How did you want to become a teacher? And then we get this...
Shoujo Sparkles.
We get the Shoujo Sparkles of how Miss Yamanaka wanted to be a teacher because some boy talked about wanting to be a teacher, so she was like, I want to be a teacher too. And then she got dumped.
He broke up with her.
And then, like, they're like, oh, but you got your degree and everything, and now you're this great teacher. It's all good. And then he was like, but here in the now and the present, you don't have a boyfriend.
Dun dun.
And then they get kicked out. So they go back to the club room, and, yeah, they're like, hey, our career plans got rejected again, so we need to figure it out. He was like, Mia, what do you think I should do with my career? So Nodoka's like, hey, you wanted to be a kindergarten teacher, didn't you? Because you read an essay. And you was like, oh, right. So we get like a flashback of that. And then Ritsu's like, oh, that reminds me. Mio had an essay she had to read in front of the class, and Mio's like, oh, no.
And then we basically get the story of how they became friends.
Big meeting, yes.
Where Ritsu had a faucet on her shirt.
She did. Mio was much younger, and Ritsu's like, oh, you're reading a book! That's real cool! I like books! Mio, during the story, just gets up and writes the kanji for I on Ritsu's forehead.
Yep.
And Ritsu's like, what are you doing? No.
Which I don't really get why. It's very odd.
Mio at one point won a competition to have and had to read her essay in front of like the whole school.
Yep.
And then she was like, I don't want to read this.
It makes me nervous.
And then Ritsu's like, I didn't know Mio could yell. That's real cool. So she brings her back to her place and is like, I'm going to help you learn how to talk in front of people. I'm going to make myself look like a pineapple because I was told to make myself look like a potato, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm a pineapple. Ooh, I'm a pineapple.
And that makes her laugh, so she pulls it off, and then she can imagine all of her classmates as pineapples, and she gets through it.
And then Mio's like, thinking back, you taught me a lot of weird and dumb things. And there's like one scene of like them talking, and Richu's like, to get over being shy, you gotta have confidence, and to build self-confidence, you just gotta say dude after everything. I'm Mio Akiyama, dude. And then after that, we try to figure out more of how Yui's going to become a civilized person after high school.
A productive citizen.
And it's just a bunch of like weird jobs that everyone's just like, no.
It keeps getting rejected.
Yes, because it's like okay, what if you did this? Oh no, you would do this instead. You can't do that.
Yeah, no. So it's like a pastry chef and
an office worker,
a
bus tour person, a florist.
Yeah, florist. I forgot it was a florist.
Can you tell me what this plant does? No idea.
Closed.
And then they're like, okay, well, just write down the first thing that comes to mind. And then she writes it down. And then she comes back and is rejected, but she put down that she wanted to be a musician.
Yep.
But they're like, oh, well, I guess you're being serious about this, kind of. Back at home, Yui asks Ui what she wants to do, and Ui's like, I can't tell her that I want to go to the same school as her because I'm worried. And it's like, I don't know. And Yui's like, you gotta get on this now. You gotta be really thinking hard about what you want to do with your life.
That's what I'm doing right now.
As I'm flipping this pillow in the air.
Like a cat.
The next day, Yui asks like a bunch of her classmates like what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And
one's gonna run their family's liquor store.
Yep. So Yui tries again, gets rejected again. But yeah, that's how the episode ends.
Well, there's a turtle.
They keep rubbing a turtle.
Yeah. Her friend sees the turtle, like, sees her coming out of the classroom and she rubs the turtle. And I was saying that it's a metaphor because, like, Yui is the turtle. She's moving slow, but eventually she'll get there. And I think that fits.
I agree.
I think that's why they keep showing the turtle. It makes sense. It's a good bookend.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Slow and steady. It's we start off with the tortoise and the hare, and we finish with the tortoise, the tortoise, the tortoise and the tortoise.
The tortoise and the tortoise.
Or tortoise and the tortoise. All right. Well, we may not have a career.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe eventually we will, but we'll figure that out in due time. But next time, we have to talk about finals. Finals. It's a little early for that, but
I don't know, maybe. Depends on... Wait, are there finals?
Finals?
Yeah. I guess finals before summer?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, sure. Finals of this semester, maybe.
Well, it's finals, but then also the next episode after that, and the next episode after that are them in the clubroom still.
Yep.
So... Japanese schools can be strange with their scheduling compared to ours. But yes, we will be talking next time about Season 2, Episode number 9, entitled Finals!
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Bang!
Bang!
There you go. But if you'd like more from us, go to seasonlanguagecheckup.com or sec.cool is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts as well, like the Season Language Checkup, Season Language Checkup OVA. And you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you want more from Ann Lady M, go to annladym.com. She will make a face if you go there. She's got columns and reviews, all the greatest things on the internet at annladym.com.
Yay!
You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup.
That's where we do Twitter.
That's where we do the Twitter. And yeah, that's it. So next time we will be discussing Season 2, Episode number 9, entitled Finals.
Finals! Yuck. Nobody likes finals.